We start off the episode with a reminder of what this all means. Everyone returns safely to their families and the world is saved once again. If you think about it, technically speaking, the end of the Chunin exams was actually Boruto's fault. It was failed from the start since he cheated in everything. If the Otsutsuki didn't invade, what would be the end result? I guess it would mean everyone will hate Boruto and the same thing would happen where it would be rearranged. However, the ramifications for his actions would be significantly worse. I think the stitches on Boruto's jacket represent his journey beginning, and this is later reinstated. And similar to Naruto and how he wore the same thing over and over again like he's goddamn poor, all the dirt represents the battles he went through. I guess it can also be a metaphor of how he patched everything up with his father and stopped living with a chip on his shoulder, being entitled and angry, because you know, there's stitches on his shoulder on the jacket, so yeah, you guys get the point. This is why in the next scene it's interesting, because Boruto is going around to say to everyone that he's sorry and about his actions, right? And he's patching things up with everyone and becoming mature. Boruto rightfully going around and apologizing to everybody, and he robbed them of their victory. It was cool to see that. In the movie, it kind of seemed as though because he saved the day, everything was forgiven, and I feel like most of the fan base felt that way with Boruto's character, and that's why some of you hated him. If the Otsutsuki didn't invade, a lot of political and detrimental stuff would have occurred, right? But I guess if you go through life-threatening stuff, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you gain more perspective. At the end of the day, Boruto being honest was good to see, owning up to what he did, taking responsibility and actually saying sorry to those he hurt. Shinki knows Boruto cheated but walks away. It's kinda noble to see that he didn't mention anything or get angry in front of him. In my opinion, from the first scene, Shinki sees Boruto is safe with his family, and that's what's important. He sees a change in him, so he's like, he starts to self-reflect. I don't think Shinki is 100% heartless yet. He later on thinks about Boruto, as I said, but not in a negative way. It's in a questionable manner where he sees him as a person that does things he shouldn't be able to. Later on in the anime, a speech no jutsu is definitely going to be activated by Boruto to help with the character development for Shinki, to make him less arrogant and understand his path. All of this is just foreshadowing of the anime. To be honest, it seems as though every single freaking person has Boruto as their goal and he's everyone's friend. The opposite of what Naruto had as a child, and that's what the writers are trying to do. They don't want Naruto 2.0, they want Boruto to be totally different. So that's why he's super popular and everyone has them as a goal, and they want to be his friend, they want to be around him. Again, it's nice to see everyone as a family. Naruto is concerned for Sasuke and vice versa, but as I said, this alludes to the idea of Urashiki being more powerful with the scene that they represented, since Gaara said Urashiki showed his true strength with his Renin Sharingan and the fishing rod that steals powers. However, Sasuke is a boss up in this bitch and he says, boy, I got this, don't worry fam, and he takes it for what it is and he says, no, I'm gonna investigate Urashiki. So seeing all the older generation being adults, it's always going to be gratifying to see for old viewers like us, right? Because we are seeing growth and a new side of them that we haven't seen. It's fresh content on our eyes. In the next scene, we see Boruto looking like a snack for these fangirls now too. I think they kinda made his hair longer. I hope they give Naruto Minato's long hair idea to him. He would look way better than his original leaf hairstyle. I don't know about that. I think they might have done this to make him seem more mature and older from the past. I like the wavy animation they did when he was on the train with Shikadai, but towards the end of the episode, his hair returned back to normal. I don't know, I like his design when he doesn't have the headband, to be honest. Let me know if you agree with me in the comment section. Also, since Shikamaru was one of Naruto's best friend as a kid and still is till this day, seeing their sons bond and are best friends is only natural. It's also good to see since the story is only going to be about the hardship in the future, so knowing that they have a good relationship means they will see the Nakama vibe most shonen anime portray, how they're all best friends and they work together. But I think this one scene alone created a new ship, you know, with the fandom, where Boruto X Shikadai, seriously guys, you know, some people are into yaoi guys. Boruto and Shikadai basically explain what their ninja way is, to be their own person that doesn't have to follow everything their clans or fathers say. They want to be stronger through their own experiences and ideals. Shikadai is competitive, and that's how friends are anyways. He will always want to try and beat Boruto as well as other ninjas from other nations. So I guess this means they won't mess up the power scaling to a degree where Boruto can literally solo everyone or something. Everyone is going to develop powers that makes them keep up for a while, but obviously at the end of the day this is called Boruto and he will become a broken guy one day and solo them. But I guess what they are trying to imply that everyone is going to continue training and getting stronger, so when we one day have Boruto Shippuden, it makes sense. To be honest, I love how Shikadai recognizes as he is smart enough and mature to the point where he knows they say all of these things, but they are on the same tracks as their parents. It's just how life works in the real world. We go through the similar experiences or feelings as we grow up. That's why I like Shikadai's character. He knows what the reality is and isn't too big-headed. They both make goals to surpass their fathers, right? And that's a simple and realistic goal which all of us can relate to and may have. I know I do. Essentially, Boruto finally has two goals: to become stronger than Naruto and surpass him. Also, he recognizes himself to be a ninja, and on top of that, he wants to be like Sasuke, protect Sarada, who will be the Hokage from the shadows. He will eventually have a third goal when he goes balls deep with Sarada and make some of them kids. Sasuke meets up with Boruto and proves he saw the vision of Momoshiki with him. He essentially says, "I don't want to scare you, but you in some deep shit, boy." Nah, I'm joking. Sasuke not only gives counsel to Boruto, but he's continuing to look out for Urashiki and managing to parent Sarada in a positive way. I've always liked Sasuke's character, and seeing him become a great model for the new generation just makes me happy. Sasuke is Batman Sensei. That's my nickname for him. He is Batman. He gives Boruto a goal to learn the basics before he comes back if he wants to continue being taught. He is essentially a perfect sensei. In fact, Boruto is proud to call Sasuke his sensei like Naruto was when Jiraiya accepted him as a student. So as I said before, Sasuke is kinda easily the best character in Boruto right now. The anime tries to tie in with the Shinden they created this year too in 2018, which explains Sasuke taught Sarada the fireball jutsu while she was young, but now she asks him to perfect it. Sarada being the prodigy that she is and Sasuke the perfect sensei, I'm pretty sure the Uchiha clan classic jutsu will be perfected easily. This is why manga readers can see how she uses it and it may all make sense. So as I mentioned before, Orochimaru has a huge plan for Mitsuki, right? Is he good or evil? We don't know that yet, but Mitsuki's Sage Mode was also explained by me in another video, that is. With the new information in the new chapter, we also know that Mitsuki is 100% genetically modified, so you should definitely watch this video I have on screen right now regarding his Sage Mode and why Orochimaru does not want other people to see it. Orochimaru clearly said in this episode today again that he does not want people to see his Sage Mode because it's special and they cannot comprehend it. So you need to watch these two videos that explain it to have a better understanding of the situation between Mitsuki, Orochimaru and Boruto and how things may develop in the story between the three. Also guys, I'm pretty sure most of you might have seen this video. It's called Every Sign Why Boruto and Sarada Will Fall in Love. The scene I partly discuss in that video is animated and the ship has officially sailed for most anime only watchers. Sarada is a mix of how Sakura acted towards Naruto and Sasuke. I guess some of you might say it's a perfect balance, since in the start of Naruto, Sakura had so much hate, they essentially toned Sarada down to make her more likable. She's essentially a mix of Sakura and Sasuke. Sarada likes Boruto but won't show or tell him that, but at the same time, she also respects him enough to not hit him or make him get hurt. I for one like that, because I never liked when Sakura beat up Naruto in front of everyone. It wasn't funny anymore after the first couple of times since she ended up being a bitch. You guys know what I mean. In the last few scenes, we see Naruto be a perfect dad by saying sorry and getting cake for his kids. It's growth for all of the characters, but I hope Hinata acts like a ninja one day again. Himawari needs to be developed into someone too, since she already has unlocked the Byakugan. I hope she isn't a filler character that doesn't do anything. Lastly, in the credits, we see Urashiki talk about Boruto. Most of you might have missed this scene, it was in the credits, and he explains why Tonori was watching him. Urashiki's voice actor, his laugh is perfection. I think it's the voice actor for Zoro, and he's really enjoying that, you could tell. But he mentions how Boruto might be a threat for the future, and he's going to make precautions. So is Urashiki part of the prophecy that messes up Boruto's life? Logically that makes sense, but since Urashiki is god level, we know it's way too soon for Boruto to even put up a challenge. Maybe we will see the first ever new Team 7 vs Urashiki in the future, where Sarada uses her fully developed Sharingan, Mitsuki uses Sage Mode, and Boruto uses his Vanishing Rasengan to beat his opponent, and they will team up about it and it will be epic. Even still guys, what if this happens? In the battle, Urashiki kills Konohamaru whilst they are facing them, which unlocks Sarada Mangekyo Sharingan as well as Boruto's Curse Mark, further developing into something more through emotion. What if that happens? Let me know what you guys think and what your opinion might be. Follow our social media, and also I'll catch you in the next time or next video. Oh, I messed that outro up, but you guys will forgive me, and hardly any of you guys are watching towards the end anyway.